My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. It is good to be back. Apologies about the interruption in your regularly scheduled programming. I had some sickness to go and take care of, and then I've done that, and now my voice is still recovering, but the sickness is gone, so it's time to play video games. That said, I'll still be taking it a bit of easy on my voice. So, the bomb versus dramatic entrance. I'm thinking bomb. I mean, like, just immediately solve our Phantasmal Gardener fight, as long as I get some Frost Orbs involved. That's pretty nice. Only really especially relevant if I know that I'm going to be fighting 3 elites, guaranteeing that I fight them. There is a 4 elite line, but it has literally no... Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh my god. There's only 2 lines here that even have 2 upgrades on them. What the hell? I can open with 4 question marks, then get 2 upgrades in a very late elite. It's not great, but it's not like any of the other paths on this floor are that great either. Is there ever a world where I take Dramatic Entrance here instead? Because I'm only going to be fighting 1 elite. The Skulking Colony doesn't really care about the bomb. I mean, it's a way to do 20 damage, but you do it on an extreme delay, and it only does 20 to the Skulking Colony. And against the Abyssal Worm, I'd rather do everything much more instantaneously. Give me Dramatic Entrance. Yeah, I was thinking earlier about, literally a couple of seconds ago, I was thinking about how easy it would make these opening fights. Ooh. First pick, bulk up. Lose an orb slot, gain 2 strength and 2 dex. Yes, please. Gain a dex, thank you to the Ollie Smoothstone, oh my god. Should I go for the 100 gold here? Let's actually quickly take a look at the relic list that you can even get from this. So they're the event ones. And specifically, where are we? Here. Hand drill, whenever you break an enemy's block, gain 2, apply 2 vulnerable. Darkstone Periapt, curses increase your max HP by 6. Dreamcatcher would be relevant, not immediately relevant to be fair, but relevant overall. Moorbank, 12 gold when you climb a floor, no longer works when you spend any gold at a shop. And the boot, there's not ridiculously important stuff. None of them really make much difference at all. Maybe I go for the forgotten card from the past then. What would I even want it to be? Rip and tear, please. Hello world, at the start of your turn, add a random common card into your hand. Not half bad here, actually. Oh my god, second bulk up? Second bulk up, second dramatic entrance. Oh. Interesting. More than anything else now, all I need to do is shore up my defense. Hello World is going to give us card advantage. Eventually, we just get to a point that we play a bulk up every turn as well as some sort of a block. Do I cut a strike? I think I do cut a strike here. I don't think I take any of those cards, though. Hell yeah. Bulk up. Dramatic. None of the power potions are really going to change that much for me right now, except for Consuming Shadow. Just because I didn't draw any defense on the first turn. Strike. Hello World strike. Glacier, Chill, and Chaos. I like the idea of chill, just because if I have few orb slots, like I've just played bulk up or something like that, this cycles a bunch of times when I play it, so it's a very cheap way to give myself a bunch of defense in the situation where I need it most. That said, I don't need to make it not exhaust. It's completely fine that it exhausts. I want both of the bulk ups upgraded, in which case it's kind of like having another bulk up in the deck. I mean, damn, dude. That was blocking for 11 with a defend. And I haven't even got a fasten in this deck. Gunk up, double energy, and glacier. Gunk up sure does deal 4 damage 3 times, don't it? That's a lot of damage when you got bulk up in your deck. Ooh, speaking of bulk up in your deck. Dang. I'm actually going to look at this power potion and see if I can alter anything here. And we can indeed with that consuming shadow. Great. As long as I'm capable of killing at least one of you, so I'm not just taking the full hit there. Fight through, compile driver, ball lightning. I'm hesitant to add the fight through, though it's good defense. It's a way to really brick our second cycle. I'm happier to hold here, actually. Letter Impeter, when you play 3 skills in a single turn. Deal 5 damage to all enemies. Big fan of that one. Oh, yeah, it's real hard to defend against 14 on turn 1 here. I would happily take a, what do they call it? A boot sequence. I would love a boot sequence right now. Just 0 energy, exhaust, 10 block on turn 1. Oh my god. Please. May I kindly. Gunk 'em up. Capacitor, Turbo, and Focused Strike. I'm happy at taking a Turbo here just so that I can try and cycle through and play a bunch of bulk ups on the first turn. I'd love to go this aggressive path. Can I survive it though? With these 2 bulk ups, we do get a position like in the Abyssal Worm fight, right? Like if I can find in the first turn, bulk defend, or bulk defend chill, and then the next turn is bulk defend turbo. Like, we actually suddenly get to a point where I'm reasonably fully defended every turn there. I'll say against the Skulking Colony, I'm pretty well defended, actually. After our first cycle, as long as I play a defend or 2 each turn, I'm comfy. That said, that pretty much guarantees that I need to rest here, and all I really earn out of it is this additional shot. So I don't think that's what I want. I'm going to upgrade the other bulk up. Woof. Yeah, now I immediately regret it with the whole, taking 11 straight damage there. Actually not particularly keen on that. Hotfix, Focus Strike, and Compile Driver. No. I will take the Elite. Strength Potion Bulk. I'm gonna Hello World and Dramatic, because Hello World increases... It has so many defensive options in there. For specifically defect. I don't want to split you right now, right? Okay, I can split you while playing bulk up next turn, as long as I just double defend here. Never mind. God damn it. Unfortunately, the letter opener betrayed me. Oh, boy. Ugh. Yeah. Come on. Oh my god, it's double uproar. Okay. We got through it. I didn't believe it. I'm hitting that leap. I don't think I just think I need that. I just think I need that right now. Also, shout out to the strawberry. Even not a great relic, but in this position, yeah, I definitely appreciate its contribution here, giving us 7 more current and max HP, as well as increasing the amount that we heal by in the space afterwards. I think especially with a bulk up out on turn 1. I feel like we might actually be able to beat this fight fast enough for everything to be okay. Second bulk up already on the field. I'd rather keep the Frost Orb there than anything else. Although it's a lot more damage to zap Turbo Dual Cast. Not only does it trigger the letter opener, but also 16 damage. Enemy's intangible that turn. Did the best I could. I'm not thrilled. Oh, this next hand is literally going to have 4 beacons in it. I might have to use an energy potion. Yeah, just to have any chance of defending myself after all of that. Sick. We're not too far from Gunk Up ending the fight. I just hope it turns up on the right turn. Because there's exactly one wrong turn it could turn up on, which is right now when the enemy's intangible, and hello to Gunk Up. Good to see you, buddy. I'll do 3 damage with you, as opposed to the, I think, 45 you're otherwise set up to do there. Compile draws nothing. I'll drop a beacon, and the next hand, I guaranteed have lethal at least. Woohoo! Dex pot, modded, defragment, and echo form. I really don't need echo form. Like, I could use modded just to offset the downside of bulk up. Realistically, no problem with that. I mean, it's even positive for us, especially in the first cycle. Being a skill that does nothing but give us 1/3 of a trigger of letter opener because it replaces itself in hand. It's even positive after I upgrade it. Let's do that. Tez Katara's Ember. Tez Katara's Ember. Hey, these strikes suck in this deck, but if they were 0 cost and deal 9 damage by default, and then eventually up to 15 with the 2 bulk ups out, I can just load this deck with draw and just keep hitting them. Also, slight contribution by the fact that Toasty Mittens I'm not keen in drafting. And Seal of Gold at the start of your turn, spend 5 gold to gain a star. That's actually a star, an energy. That is really good, but I don't know. Maybe I want to click Tez Katara's Ember. I want it to be correct. Is that too much? Am I being greedy? I mean, they will be a relevant source of damage the entire way through this floor. I am well set up right now to basically just add draw to this deck and then go. That's exactly what the what situation calls for the old Tez Katara's Ember. Oh yeah. Now I need a copy of Skim in this deck. Yesterday I need a copy of Skim in this deck. Zero cost white noise? Yeah. I mean, it kind of compounds our need for draw, but that's fine. Chance attack with Corrupted. I could make Gunk up to 50% more damage. I just don't know if that's relevant. But if I was going to transform something, what would it be? Probably Zap, to be honest. And yeah, Zap is probably the worst card in this deck by far at the moment. Oh my god, Genetic Algorithm. It is now by far one of the best cards in this deck. Well done on the glow up. I'll just cycle back to and play Genetic Algorithm here. Defend. Modded, does no damage. Push. Just making sure I get back to my Genetic Algorithm, especially because now I have an Echo form out, so I get to scale it twice. Sick. And the version in my deck, by the way, counts the double scaling that we got from the Echo form. Synthesis. Deal 14 damage to your next power play for 0. Actually, for the bulk ups, that's a nice energy pump. I'll take that. Granted, my problem is still that I need draw. Like, that's... God, if I could get an upgraded copy of Skim in this deck, let alone 2 upgraded copies of Skim in this deck, I could do everything. I would be unstoppable. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. No thank you to the Nectar doing 19 damage next turn. Okay. Got the Genetic Algorithm out, so we are all clear to murder. Compact, Hotfix, and Claw. I didn't put that many statuses, and I guess if I got a overclocked, I would want compact. And I would draft it, sure. A letter opener for 2 relics, that's tough to do, actually. I'll give you the Dex potion, though, for a Orichalcum. Not a problem. End our turn without blocking. Gain 6 block. Oh, can't get both. Intimidating Helmet. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. That does make it a lot easier for us to play our bulk ups. Hidden Gem. Play this card an additional time. I really like having that and then Intimidating Helmet, because then if a 2-cost card has replay, it also just defends you for the turn, which is ridiculous. Ultimate Defend, pretty good here as well. Screaming Flagon if you end your turn with no cards in hand. Deal damage to all enemies. I'm not going to be bad at emptying a hand of cards. I do think getting an upgraded Defend makes a lot of sense for this deck. I think I could easily go Hidden Gem in this deck, to actually be real. I think the deck is thin enough, and I think pretty much no matter what card it hits other than Turbo, it's ridiculous. Ooh, a potion belt. I was thinking maybe I should have bought a potion there. With the potion belt, that definitely would have been correct. Let's upgrade the hidden gem. Hello, Desi. How did I know it would be you? Focus the center of the decimal bead because it is the first to buff itself, and we're not killing anyone this turn anyway. Cool. Modded. Start with a synthesize to then get bulk up out for free. Then I'll play chill. And a sweeping beam to take out the midsection, lowering the damage on the field significantly. If I don't defend, the Orichalcum triggers at the same time as all of the Frost Orbs, giving us the most defense. Best bang for our buck there. Oh, another free bulk up. You'll love to see it. Let's drop a hidden gem and see what it affects. Don't ever talk to me. I carved out exactly one exception that I explained to you would be bad for us if it occurred. One card in the entire deck that I would not want to get struck by hidden gem. Does anyone remember? Anyone remember what that one was? If you answered Turbo, congratulations. Your memory is twice as long as mine. That said, it still did AoE damage to the enemies, so kinda, right? Whatever. I'm not thrilled about it, but we got 2 of them dead, so how bad could it have really been for us? Especially if I don't then draw any of the voids. Gremlin Horn, Synchronize, Thunder, and go for the eyes. I think these are probably not necessary for me. I'll rest here, because I lost like 20 HP in that fight. I don't want to get to this fight, lose another 20, and then get here and have to rest, and then get here and realize, oh no! I needed to rest 2 rests ago! You know, the classic issue. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. I honestly did not expect to be able to defend that well there. Hidden gem before we draw, just in case we draw into the card that was hidden gemmed. Triple leap. Why do you only ever get hidden gem to affect cards that aren't really going to change the outcome, huh? Now, to be clear, this is all RNG manipulation that I'm doing right now. By complaining about the effects of hidden gem in these 2 fights, I guarantee that the hidden gem feels bad and gives me a good target the first time I cast it in each of these 2 fights, and they're going to be the most challenging ones on this floor, so it's important to employ this strategy. There goes the Spiny. If the Cool-Headed or the White Noise were already upgraded, I might flex for him, but I'm not going to otherwise. Hello! Oh, hey. Oh boy. How badly do I want a random power? Do I want a random power to the tune of taking 3 damage? Apparently the answer was yes. I don't know if it should have been. Hold up. I don't play Compact there. The reason we don't play Compact there is because it causes us to take 2 more damage. Because it prevents Orichalcum from triggering. Card from the discard pile, yeah. Oh, that's fine. Bulk up, genetic algorithm, and drop a gunk up on him. That subroutine actually did come in handy there, giving us the ability to play the gunk up. Modded? Oh boy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, single large block cards like that Ultimate Defender, those are really good in this fight. Especially in combination with just a wee bit of weakness. Look at that! Absolutely wimpy attack. I might even be justified in letting Orichalcum try and take this one for me. That kind of situation. Mm-hmm. Thing is, I kind of have to push it to the limit here. Because next turn, this guy is just going to execute me. So, whoa, hold up. It's a 4-turn cycle? Alright, I thought it was a 3-turn cycle. That's my bad. Thank you for the mango, though. Hey, that really helped. Sunder, no thank you on that one. Boss? I'll take the rest here. Hey, it's not what I would have done for a first turn, but it is what happened. Here's my concern. This turn being as bad as it's currently shaping up to be sets us up really badly long term. I think if I pull back Compact and just eat these 2 Frantic Escapes, obviously it makes it much harder for me to run from the Insatiable, but if I turbo my way through this deck and defend well this turn as well as start getting my powers down, I think we can just start playing the Frantic Escapes constantly, that it's not a problem. Especially with the Hidden Gem targeting. So I'm going to use Liquid Memories to pull back Compact and intentionally destroy these Frantic Escapes. Okay. Oh, triple genetic algorithm. Ridiculous. I'm gonna take 10 here just to get that Frantic Escape out. So I can't guarantee I wasn't gonna follow up with none. I'd love to gunk up here, but I'll defend. Genetic algorithm. Woof, your timing. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad I drew a Frantic Escape. Oh boy. Well, see, the thing about this is... So definitely a huge part of that problem in that deck was that I ate 2 of the Frantic Escapes in that fight. I think that's just the easiest part of it to point towards, though. I think the deck already had some key struggles, which is like, how does this deck do damage? It plays Gunk Up. That's it? Like, its scaling is getting the bulk ups on field so that it can defend, which it's really good at defending. Obviously, it took a countdown timer outside of just attack damage to really threaten us in that final fight. But also, like, our trajectory for actually taking out enemies was getting Hidden Gem to hit on things, and all it did was hit defense cards, which of course all it did is hit defense cards and glue cards and stuff like that. That's all I had. It'd be really strange if it managed to target a card that wasn't in the deck. Like, it targeting Gunk Up would have been nice. Absolutely, but unlikely for sure. A large capsule, you say? So what, you're gonna go in and give me, what, a bunch of power? That's what you're saying? You're gonna give me a bunch of power and I'm gonna have to use that to try and take out a bunch of elites? There's two choices here, right? There's left side, early shop. You've cut cards out of the deck, and then you decide whether or not you go up here, which is guaranteed 3 more elites, but only 1 more rest. But if you're powerful enough, you can barrel down that line. Otherwise, it's 2 more elites. Like, the cowardice line, if I start over here on the left, I know that I'm going to be barreling through elites to get towards the exit. Alternatively, we could take this right hand over here. Late elite, 3 early upgrades, early shop. Give me some relics. Oh my god! Shuriken. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. And Strike Dummy. Cards containing strike deals 3 additional damage. I mean, if there was ever a Tezcatara's Embers deck, it's this one. We've got a lot more aggression than we usually might have. I think we might be able to meet the challenge of going on one of these left-hand sides. Especially if I can get a 0-cost attack here in the first shot, which doesn't seem unlikely. Feral, first time you play a 0-cost attack each turn, return it to your hand. There is also a Gunk Up there, but I've got to take the Feral because, my god, is it good here. Frustratingly, none of these are as good as the Feral, but taking something like, if I took Cold Snap and Charge Battle Ray would become more powerful right now. I'm going to cut a strike from the deck, especially because I started with an additional strike and an additional defense, so, like, we're already blocked up on cards. I'd love this to be the Flash of Steel in the colorless card reward, but I was going to say I find more 0 costs in the Phantom set, but then I didn't. But Uproar's not bad, actually. Deal 6 damage twice, affected by Shuriken twice. And then play an attack from the draw pile. So it is 2 attacks towards Shuriken. That said, if I put a bunch of 0-cost attacks in the deck, then Uproar becomes anti-synergistic because, like, it's playing 0-cost cards constantly. There's also Focus Strike here, a strike card. So at least it works with that. Scavenge, not bad either, but with Phantom at the end of this lore, it's not as important. Give me 1 copy of Focused Strike, please. And another dummy. Art of War, if you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain an additional energy next turn. That's not really a thing I do. I do practically the opposite, in fact. Bulk Up, Sweeping Beam, Uproar. I'm more than happy to take a copy of Bulk Up. Still. I'll even make draw more cards for us. I really don't feel ready for an elite. Peck is huge here. We'll turn a defend into Peck. So it deals 2 damage 3 times, so it carries the buff from Bulk Up or from Shuriken that many times. Planisphere, whenever you enter a question mark room, heal 4 HP. There we go, point of strength. Ouch. But we get an additional point of energy this turn. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, we got out of there at least. Ornamental Fan, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Very good with this deck, as well as Helix Drill, deal 3 damage for every energy previously spent on the turn. I know there was a claw there as well, but the Helix Drill is going to be much better for us. I'm going to rest, just to guarantee that we live in this line. Because there's so much potential here, and I would love to see it realized. I just got to stay alive a little longer. Not even that much longer, to be clear, just a little. Oh boy. See, Helix Drill doing 18 damage, then bouncing back to hand to go and do it again. Pretty good there. Gunk Up, Uproar. I mean, Gunk Up makes sense in this deck as well, so we'll take it. Ooh, healed 4 to come into here, and it's a shop. Overclock and Ultimate Defend. Damn, I want that Ultimate Defend. I would have taken Overclock as well if I could have, but I want the Ultimate Defend more. So we know what the elite has to be. Bygone Effigy Badonis, which means you are the scavenging, the gardeners. I mean, it really depends on what I draw in that fight, but Phantom's going to be a problem if I don't heal anyway. Oh, hell yeah. Focus Strike, Dual Cast, Strike, Helix Drill. It bounces back to hand, another Helix Drill after that. I'm not against taking a boost away to the degree that I'm going to click it. And then I'm going to rest. And with the Lucky Tonic to buffer us against one of the giant Phantom attacks, I do feel actually a little bit okay here. Ooh, this is interesting. Gunk Up and Defend is what I usually would have played here, but I'm going to play the Bulk Up. We'll gain an additional energy next turn. I do a lot less work to the enemy's Slither here, but they're going to do a lot less damage to me in the long term because of it. Could have been a lot worse. Helix really cut through the enemy there. Would have loved to have dropped another attack on him, though. Alright, so this is the turn the buffer is made for. And thank to heck I don't need it. Power Potion. Machine Learning. Additional card draw from turn 1 is exactly the kind of thing this deck goes nuts for. And also it's worth saying the rest of the things there were garbage. I'll take a Power Potion. Can't be Snecko Eye, unfortunately. Runic Pyramid? I don't know about that. I think our plan is just to have ridiculous turbulence. Ridiculous turbulence. It's going to be a bumpy ride through this deck. Ridiculous velocity. going through this deck. I don't think we care about holding the right card for the right time as much as playing every card when we see it. Sure, you can always make a better decision if you can keep a card for exactly a certain turn, but some decks benefit from it a lot more than other decks, and this deck doesn't really benefit yet that much. Unfortunately, Snack Eye is an actively bad thing for this deck. Yeah, I would need an additional energy to really feel like I'm getting enough value out of it to justify it. All right, Calling Bell. We'll have an Eternal Curse and 3 more relics. Intimidating Helmet. Good to see you again. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. That's pretty good from bulk up, but that's about the only thing that'll trigger it. You're right, most orb triggers an additional time. And Whetstone hitting a Helix Drill and Strike. Interesting stuff. My god. A lot of strength gain in that turn. All the way up to 3. That's too much damage to just randomly take here, buddy. I'll be blocking the entirety of that with the buffer if you don't mind. Upgraded Leap Hologram Ball Lightning. I do feel like an upgraded Leap goes in this deck similar to the Ultimate Defend, just a singular large block card. You can't have the Book of Five Rings. Oh, sorry, you can't have Shuriken. You can't have the Intimidating Helmet either. Gold-bladed cables for bronze scales. They'll probably contribute around the same damage as each other. FTL versus... Dark Shackles is really good. I feel like Dark Shackles is really good in SCS too. I don't feel like I have enough draw to justify getting Dark Shackles. Can I afford to take Cool-Headed and upgrade it? And upgrade it? Question mark? No. Frustrating. I'm going to take an FTL then. It's good for triggering all of our 3 attacks. You know, the Shuriken, the Ornamental Fan. The Shuriken again. Not thrilled about this. Let's have a look for Power Potion giving buffer. I will take bulk up. $12, $18. I could. Okay. No. I will take that target off the fields. So this is bulk up. Because the additional draw next turn doesn't matter here as much as taking less damage this turn. See, that's what we're looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boot sequence. Thank you. Very, very big fan of that here as well. It's going to make it easier to put the machine learning in our opening hand, which is an upgrade I want to get yesterday. Broke one of your eggs to make an omelet. $19. Okay. I'll put 19 damage into one of the hatchlings. It died to lightning. I thought it was going to die to the thorns. Got lucky there. I'm gonna do the same setup to another hatchling, and it just so happens to hit it perfectly again. Hell yeah. Oh, oh boy. Yeah, I get to defend for 7 against the enemy here. Goddamn. Not enough defense. Fleet, boost away. Two. Oh, something's going wrong with this deck. I mean, we'll get out of that fight, but there's way too many pieces between me and a consistent deck here. Rocket Punch. That is a 0-cost attack if I played Boost Away, Gunk Up, or a Turbo, which I would happily put in this deck. Okay, start with Feral. Bulk Up. Drop a Defend, then Turbo. Gonna have to be a block potion as well. That's all I can do. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's have a look at this deck. Something's wrong. Defend. Well, temporary defend. Okay, yeah, I've got dense defense cards. I don't have many of them. I still need more. Or more draw, or both. I don't feel like I've been offered a lot of opportunities for more draw that doesn't take, time as an investment, like machine learning here. Just haven't really had the time to give it. There's the upgraded Gunk Up, but I will take that Turbo I was talking about earlier. Again, it's part and parcel of the I desperately need additional draw, and I'm getting all of the things for this deck to prepare for the arrival of a Skim or an Overclocked or something. Can I do this? Carrying around another Curse of the Bell with us, making our draws worse, feels difficult. It feels perhaps too difficult for me to do. Also, this fight would, without drawing, the right cards on the right turns, this fight would deal a decent amount of damage too. Give me 100 gold. I am a coward. I would like to draw 2 cards with Rocket Punch, making it a card draw cards. Alright. Ultimate Defend, Gunk Up, and then Rocket Punch draws. Ooh. I even defend the full 20 here, and get a point of strength. Bulk Up. Focus Strike. Helix Drill. Helix Drill. FTL. They die to the lightning at the end of the turn. Bunch of money. Gremlin Horn makes our AoE a lot better. Double Energy Lightning Rod and Compile Driver. Not really. Compile Driver is just not draw for us. How many orb types do I really have in this deck? I have 1? Like, what? I have to... In order for that to become draw, now I have to draft an orbs deck? I do care a lot about removal here. Am I willing to see a normality to take that? The normality is just going to brick so many of my turns, though. It's way too dangerous. I think I just have to put Helix Drill in perfect fit. Rocket Punch or Helix Drill would both respond pretty well to it, I think. I'll do it to Rocket Punch because Helix Drill is more likely to be one that I give Instinct double damage if I end up doing that. And I need to be prepared to take more hits than I'm expecting. God damn, there's a reason none of my cards are upgraded, and it's because I keep resting at all the goddamn rest spots. Sorry, I keep resting at all the upgrade spots, I mean. I'm gonna pull an attack potion here just so I can play 3 attacks this turn. Nice. Having another copy of Helix Drill in this deck sounds great to me. Third attack for a point of strength, and for block. 1, 2, 3, defend, leap. Oh, I would have loved to play a third attack this turn, just so we're all aware. Would have done it, could have done it. Oh, are you really? That's just mean. I'm glad I rested, because I rested in anticipation of not having enough defense to cover the big hitting enemy turn. And there it is, the big hitting enemy turn I didn't have enough defense to cover. I was really hoping I was going to draw, like, boost away. Okay, yeah, game, you heard me, but it's too late now. I needed it before. Yep. That one's death right there. Bouncing the Helix Drill was fun, but I didn't have the draw. I did not have the draw to support this deck. Feral as our very first pickup, both the Feral and double, the Shuriken and the Strike Dummy both appearing at the start, I think put me in a mindset of like, oh, I am here to maximize upon the value of a zero cost attacking defect. And then especially seeing immediately after that Feral show up, it felt like the direction that I'm supposed to take. I was trying to address draw with machine learning, did that a little bit, but how else could I have? Obviously more cuts from the deck, but what opportunities did I have? That's what I want to look for. Because I know there was a skim that I rejected early, but should I have known by then to take that skim? Or should I have taken like really value light, but risk low paths for a while there, as I was looking for additional draw to shore up the deck. I do feel like Darv did us dirty, to be entirely honest with you. I don't really feel like we got much of a benefit there. Especially not a benefit that justifies taking both an ancient slot. Like, all 3 of those were going to be pretty rough for us. So that one I feel comfortable saying a little bit of variance there. I do think Leap Plus was necessary. So even though Hologram is pseudo-draw, it's not really draw, but it does put more cards in your hand. Or specifically select for cards. And if you do have a draw card, then having access to Hologram is kind of having access to a draw card. There was the debate over whether I would take the Cool-Headed in this spot. Without the ease of upgrading it after the point, that was going to be a problem for us anyway. Like, I only got to upgrade 1 card that floor. Look at this pitiful upgrade deck. Like, 4, 5 upgrades across the... 6 upgrades across the entire thing? One of them I drafted with an upgrade already on it as well. And this one, how does Strike get upgraded? That's got to have been randomly. Oh yeah, a Whetstone. Wow, I manually upgraded twice over the course, 3 times over the course of that entire run. Yikes. Cool-headed again versus Boots. Still stand by that one. Greater than machine learning. By this point, yeah. It did feel like we looked for draw at a lot of opportunities here and didn't really find it. And then by the back half of the floor, we just didn't have any opportunities to look for anything. First floor, though. I mean, it's not like I had the money for a bag of preparation there. Sweeping beam? I think there's a really good argument here for sweeping beam instead of bulk up. Bulk up wants us to go a bit longer. Whereas sweeping beam fits more into the our going long is while we play things. Like, bulk up is more, I play this and then I hit you with an attack that's powerful, whereas shuriken and strike dummy and ornamental fan, those are all leaning more in a direction of I hit you and that makes me powerful. And then I continue hitting you because I put a bunch of hits in my deck. I do think in retrospect, I didn't have the ornamental fan by that time, but Uproar obviously in retrospect would have been a lot better. Damn, dude, I really don't think I saw like a lot of opportunities here for draw that I just turned down. I really didn't. I really took a lot of I took most of the draw options I found available here, which means that it wasn't at least purely the selections I was making at the end of the fights that was the differentiator between this and a successful version of this run, but also the paths that I was choosing. And also variants, but I don't have control over that part. So the paths that I was choosing on the second floor, maybe I should have chosen something with more card selections in the latter half of the act. So even if I would have lost a lot of these rests, it's not like I was, you know, I got 2 upgrades on them, both the card draw cards, to be fair. I was taking most of my damage to the normal enemies. Damn, I don't know. It feels like I kind of have to have fixed the problem already by this point, which doesn't feel like it was possible. Maybe I needed to take a lighter first half of the act. There wasn't one though. It was always these 3 as the first 3 spaces, then a couple afterwards. Curious, very curious. I only went to 2 shops. I removed something at one shop, not another. Oh, this one as well, but I stand by the ultimate defend. You know what? I think in retrospect, it has to have been the overclock from that merchant that I buy instead of the ultimate defend. Even knowing how useful the ultimate defend was, I couldn't have known how valuable that source of draw was going to be. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2 Top Lets. This is a series playlist for all of my content of the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Head up the thank you. And special thanks this episode to Coldhard. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.